Hello and welcome back to I'm on Observation Duty 7. I'm your host Oti, and after surviving the spa and the apartment building, we are today going to take a look at the log cabin. Before we hop in, let me just read this level description. An old cabin in the
Redacted.
woodlands has become of great interest to our Nordic branch. Once the setting of a grotesque series of murder kidnappings, it now draws anomalies to it like a beacon. Several hikers and skiers have already fallen out of contact in the vicinity, and we have little reason not to suspect their disappearances to be linked to the recent surge of anomalous activity at what the local news once called the Bone Picker Cabin. Okay, skip that. Let's try to take a quick look at each of these. Okay, spiderweb, portraits. That looks like that. This. That's gonna start running backwards at some point. This looks like that. And this looks like... Is that a gun? Is that a revolver pistol? Okay. This all looks like that. Is that a skull? Poison pills in the bedroom. And this looks like that. Very Nordic looking bathroom. Okay. Other than the bathroom, this could be anywhere. The bathroom kind of looks like a Nordic bathroom. But other than that, this could be anywhere. Okay. A lot of skis in front of this building. There are like at least two, not sure if those are skis, at least 3 pairs of skis in front of this building. Somebody really loves skiing. Personally, I hate skiing. There's nothing worse than skiing. Like, I am 39 years old, and let me tell you, when I was a kid going to school, we had mandatory skiing in PE class. I hated it. Skiing is the worst kind of sliding. Okay? All winter sports revolve around sliding. Skiing is the worst kind of sliding. That's just my 2 cents. I am already worried. There has to be an active anomaly somewhere. No idea what it is or where it might be. Because this all looks correct. This all looks correct. I hate that the TV stand is in a jaunty angle like that. But how else you're gonna watch TV in here? With the couch facing the fireplace. No, time is still flowing in the correct direction. I am worried. Ugh. I'm sorry, sir. What are you doing in my bed? What are you doing in my bed? That was really upsetting. My feeble asexual brain was not ready to see that. Wow, that was genuinely very upsetting to me. I was not ready for a massive naked man dry humping my bed. Oh, what are you doing? Why is my shovel wiggling? Why is my shovel doing a wiggle? We're off to a great start. We have naked men dry humping the bed, and we have wiggling shovels. This has already been the worst shift. However, hear me out. I think this level feels much easier than the last two. Hey, surely this wasn't on before. Light. Huh. That was weird because that was on the one hand that was very subtle because it it seems normal for a light to be on, a lamp to be lit. But on the other hand, it wasn't subtle because it completely changed the mood in the room. Does all of this look correct? Trees? They still look the same. I see you. Huh. I'm sorry? You are mine? What? Who wrote that? Who would write that? Why are all the anomalies at the log cabin so scary? I'm scared. Clock is still moving in the correct direction. Also, I'm looking at these, the ends of these logs. Every time I come into this room, I see these and I think there's someone outside the window. But everything else here looks correct. This is just doing my head in that the TV stand is at an angle like that. That's just pissing me off. This seems fine. This. Also, what is this painting? I don't know what's going on here, but that looks horrendous. Everything else, though, seems fine. Yup, 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 yup. Yup. Hey, giant key. That wasn't there before. I would have noticed a giant key. Huh, okay. Everything else here seems fine. What about this? I'm gonna say This is fine. This is fine. Uh-huh. This also seems fine. Except for the gun. And the ashtray. I don't like those. Huh? Gonna say that's fine. Unless. No, that's fine. What bothers me about this bathroom is this laundry basket, which sits right next to the toilet. And there's a shower here. Nothing blocking water from splashing from here to here. The laundry at the bottom of this basket is going to be soaking wet. Me critiquing like interior design. It's a video game. It's a video game, love. The laundry isn't really going to get wet. It's not real. It's not real, baby! It can't hurt me. Clock is still working. Everything looks fine. 2 ashtrays in the living room. Disgusting. This all seems fine. It all seems correct. Wait. This is not right. Yeah. Skip that. This chair was not at that angle. It was facing more, facing more towards the camera. This seems fine. Nothing seems to have gone missing. No extra objects. No replacements. Looks fine. Nothing wriggling. Nothing wiggling. Yeah, it's fine. We're all good. Clock? Still doing the thing. This seems correct. Abyss in the living room. I just heard the noise start before I even saw the anomaly. That's not right. There wasn't a mousetrap behind the trash can before. What a fun looking trash can, though. I would love that. That looks great. That looks fun. I would love a trash can like that. Everything else seems to be correct. This is correct. Uh-huh. Nothing missing, right? Haven't been paying attention to these. Or that, but let's assume they're fine. I can't change camera views. I'm locked in this. Oh. Oh. Intruder? Are you sure? I mean, yes. Submit input 1. Yes. Are you sure? Yes. What the hell was that? Are we sure that was an anomaly? Or was that maybe just an old geezer who was tired of skiing? Like, now we've sent him to some kind of like anomaly containment facility with horsemen and the other creeps we've been finding in this game. Now there's just an old man with his skis locked in some awful, awful containment facility. Clock, is it still working? Yes. This looks fine. Ah. Timothy's secret. That is not correct. There was a light-colored magazine on top. Yeah. I've learned to pay attention to magazine covers in this game. This seems correct. Uh-huh. Trees still looking normal. What about this? Yup. Hey. Was that always there? That looks like the tablecloth from the kitchen. Nice catch. Clock? Still running forward? Yeah. It was the kitchen tablecloth that had appeared in the living room. This seems fine. Is this level actually easy? Am I gonna first try this? Wouldn't that be crazy? I feel like all of the spaces, all the camera feeds on this level, I can wrap my head around these. None of them are like overwhelmingly busy. And they all kind of, I don't know, they have like a certain kind of order to them. Clock? Still working. Everything else looks correct. Uh-huh. Haven't been paying a ton of attention to these items, but I assume they're fine. This all seems correct. That wasn't there before. Okay. Okay. What happens if I do this? First try. I haven't really planned for that. Like I haven't really. Oh, there's a dead body out here. It's Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson from The End of Shining. I haven't really thought about like in terms of of like channel content. What am I gonna do if I just if I just ace one of these levels on first try. It's gonna be a short episode. Maybe, I guess we'll do a try the same level then in hard mode if I happen to nail it on the first try. I feel like this is going really well. Okay. Okay. Hey! Is this wrong? Wasn't there a picture of, like, a lady? Like an old lady? Now it looks like a bearded geezer. That was really subtle. That was really subtle. Because that painting is in such an angle that it's easy to just kind of gloss over it, not really pay attention to what the painting is. This seems correct. Huh. Yup, 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 yup. No dead bodies. Yup. Uh-huh. Yeah. I think this is correct. Oh no. Something has to be wrong. I feel like something has to be wrong. But what could it be? This all looks correct. Everything has looked the same. Whoa, for a while. What is that? What would that be? Rift? Maybe a rift in entryway. Where are we going? Nice and obvious one. Everything else looks correct. Clock? Still working? Time is still flowing in the correct direction. Am I doing good? Or am I in trouble or am I doing good? That is always the question nagging at the back of your mind when playing these games. Whew. The wind out here always surprises me. Because generally there's very little sound in this game. Ugh. Okay, well that was a pretty good first run. You fixed 15 anomalies. You missed 3 anomalies. Okay. Object movement in bathroom. Object movement in kitchen. Missing object in entryway. Okay, let's go. Skip that. Object movement in bathroom. What had moved? I have no idea. I have no idea what could have moved here. And then there was an object movement in here. Try to look at these cops. They're supposed to be like that. This is all supposed to be like that. These all seem correct. And what was the other thing? Was there something missing here? Wonder what that might have been. Well, hey, still, that was a pretty good first try. Maybe that went missing. I don't know. Okay. This seems correct. This seems correct. Object movement in bathroom. What could that have been? This looks correct. Yup. Noted bodies. Okay. Trying to look at everything. Look at absolutely everything. Clock. Yes. There has to be an active anomaly by now. That's just a fact. Were those always those kinds of cans? Yes. What could be wrong? What could be wrong? Oh no. This all seems correct. Oh, that's upside down. Nice. Clock? Listen, I am 100% sure this clock is going to start going backwards at some point. For sure, that is going to happen. That is just a fact of life. Huh. Am I crazy? Why do I suddenly feel like the front of the oven looks different? I'm just. I am just losing my mind. That is all that's happening here. I am simply losing my mind. Oh, this is not going good. Can Could that be an object movement? No. Okay. I know you. No, you don't. No, you don't. Stop leaving creepy messages in the snow. Whoever you are, stop it. Stop it. Don't be a creep. Everything here seems correct. Clock? The clock knows I'm watching. The clock knows it's under heavy surveillance. It doesn't want to get caught. But trust me, if I stop paying attention to that clock, it will start running backwards. That's how these games work. That's how it works. I'm suddenly just losing all confidence. It's so crazy how that happens in this game. Like, I had a really, really good first run. Made it really far. And now I'm suddenly like, I don't have any confidence that I know what any of these rooms are supposed to look like. It is a crazy... Whoa! What happened to Fido? It is a crazy feeling that just washes over you all of a sudden. That's probably one of my favorite things about these games. Is like that psychological experience where you just you can so concretely tell that your mind is playing tricks on you. It is the wildest thing. Is this correct? I will say it looks correct. What bothers me about the bathroom is that there was an object movement in here, and I have no idea what it could have even been. I have no idea. What might have moved? This all seems correct. Oh. Frosted glass. That is not correct. I wonder if kids... another abyss in the living room. I wonder if kids still these days, like in Finnish schools, if they have to do mandatory skiing. Is mandatory skiing still a thing? Let me know in the comments. I guess that also depends on like what part of the country you live in. Like if you live in southern Finland, it is now completely normal that you don't really have skiing conditions even in the winter. Like it's very rare that the weather allows for skiing. In the northern parts of the country, holy shit. Are you kidding me? Ugh. Gross. In the northern parts of the country, I'm sure weather will allow for skiing in PE class. But is it mandatory still is the big question. I've been traumatized by skiing. I hate skiing so much. I was so bad at skiing. Like going uphill, me. That is still going the right way. Everything else looks correct. Uh-huh. Gonna say that's fine. These look fine. This, yes, sure. Those, yeah. These doors, I don't know, maybe. These don't seem to have moved around. Everything seems to be in order. Oh, hello. Object movement. Can I please have my towel back, ghost? That was actually a pretty benign anomaly. I didn't mind that. It was obvious and non-threatening. Non-threatening. I was not scared. That did not freak me out. This seems fine. We are at 2 hours and 25 minutes. Clock. Still working. I'm even beginning to accept that the TV stand is at an angle like that. That is no longer bothering me. That's how you know I'm coming down with cabin fever. Is this correct? I think so. Is this correct? Yes. Huh. Huh. Oh. What is that? Is that like a skeletal garden gnome? Is that what that is? Okay, we have multiple anomalies though. So what might those be? Don't see anything missing here. This all seems fine. Nothing seems to be missing. Nothing seems to have moved around. Okay. What about here? What about this? This all still seems correct. Unless, let's try for the hell of it. Object movement. I don't know. I don't know. Waste of time. Waste of time. There are more anomalies out there. We have 2 extra buckets on that bucket. It was supposed to be just the 1 bucket. Just the 1. This seems fine. Trees are in their correct places. Noted bodies. Yup, yup, yup. Okay, 3 o'clock. It looks correct. The glass doors are missing. Okay. Clock still knows I'm watching it. Still behaving itself. This seems fine. This seems fine. And this is correct. Anything in the window? Nope. It is all correct. It is all correct. This is all correct. I'm always surprised by how loud the wind is out here. Or rather, sometimes the wind is loud. Sometimes it's less loud. Hey, these have changed. Both of these. That's image anomaly. Had the faces flipped? Was that what was going on? Or was it a face swap? Clock? Okay. You get a pass this time. You get a pass this time. But I'm keeping an eye on you. Uh-huh. I am going to make such a big deal out of it. Timothy's secret. I am going to make such a big deal out of it if I actually catch the clock going the wrong direction. It's going to be like... I'm going to be doing cartwheels across the room. Does this seem correct? I'm gonna say yes. Yes, 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 yes. Trees? Yes. Icicles? Yes. These are still here. These are still here. Okay, moving on. There's a ghost in the rocking chair. I like that. I don't know why. But I thought that was a nice and satisfying anomaly. Clock. Okay. Clock is still working. This is all correct. This is all correct. Did you know, by the way, that the word okay comes from like a really like hundreds of years old meme, basically. What is that noise? What is that noise? How do I report this noise? That is not a normal noise. Oh, it's coming from inside the house. What is this? Yard, entryway, living room. That was very spooky.
Spooky?
What was I talking about? What was I talking about? I don't remember, baby. I don't remember. Hello, it's me from the future, here to finish that story I lost track of. In the early 1800s, there was a fad in the US of abbreviating misspellings, a meme of the time essentially, and it's believed that OK is an abbreviation of all correct.
Did you know the inventor of the flush toilet was named Thomas Crapper?
Oh, big. That is wrong. That is an object replacement. That used to be a normal dog chew toy. Or, well, I guess it's not really a chew toy as much as it is a sort of like a fake bone that your dog can actually eat in its entirety. It's dogs are meant to be able to eat those, I think. So it's not so much a toy as something they can actually nice try. Something that they can actually very slowly devour. What are those doggy bones made of? Oh. I grew up with a dog. Holy shit. I grew up with a dog. And we did have those. We did buy those bones for our dog. But I was a child back then. Why do I have this idea in my head that they're made of dried cowhide? Is that possible? Is that what those dog bones are made of? Clock? You're off the hook. Dog owners, let me know. Am I correct? Is it dried cowhide? All of this seems correct. All of this correct? That's wrong. That's supposed to be a red bottle. Red, black, blue. Them's the colors. Anything else wrong here? I don't think so. And this seems fine. Trees haven't moved around or disappeared. No extra ones have appeared. Unless that one's extra, but I don't think so. Okay. It's the final hour of our shift. Things are gonna start happening a lot more rapidly now. Uh-oh. 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 No, that's fine. Uh-oh. Oh no. Clock. Clock running backwards. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I told you. I told you. Clock running backwards. I am not actually going to do a cartwheel across the room. I am old. I can't. I can't do cartwheels. I'm sorry. But I told you so. I told you. The second you stop watching, it's gonna start running backwards. And it did. This is why I am the top agent. I know the anomalies before they even happen. I know them. I know how they think. I know how the anomalies think. Oh no. What is up? Something's wrong, and I don't know what it is. Jeez. Oh, come on. I can't hack this up now. Come on, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is wrong? Tree missing, an entire tree missing. Glad I've been looking at those trees. Glad I memorized the trees. Entire tree missing. That's big. This has jumped off the drawer. Okay. Okay. Everything okay in here? Yes. What about this? Gonna say yes and move on. Am I gonna do it this time? Am I gonna second try this? That would be pretty sweet. That would be very good for me, thank you. Give me a win. Let me do this second try. Wait. Is that an object replacement? And we also have rift. Please. Rift in the entryway. Rift. Report the rift. But is this also wrong? Is that an extra object? I guess not. Keep moving. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Am I gonna do this? This seems correct. Has this actually been the easiest level? Has this actually been the easiest level? Three minutes on the clock. Please, let me do this. Please give me the win. Object replacement! You made it. You fixed 22 anomalies. Up next, gas station. Should we try that on hard difficulty? Once. Let's try that once. Skip that. Okay. So I don't actually know what to expect from the hard mode. I did get the platinum trophy from the previous game, which required me to play through the entire game on hard mode as well. But that was over a year ago, so I don't really remember what the difference was between the normal mode and the hard mode. And also, I'm not even sure if the hard mode in this game reflects the hard mode in the previous games. Could be that it's different in this one. Okay. Everything so far seems normal, right? Yes. Like, I imagine this can go one of two ways. One is that we're going to see a bunch of really freaky stuff. And two is that there are going to be subtle anomalies that we're not even going to spot. And this is going to be the shortest, most anticlimactic run ever. But they can't say I didn't try. No one can say I didn't try. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay. So far, so normal. I seem to remember that the anomalies in the previous game, when you were playing on hard mode, the anomalies were more subtle and more frequent. So let's try to be ready for that. Subtle things happening often. Oh. Huh. Does that look like it's hanging from two hooks? Was that always hanging from two hooks? I guess so. Okay, gotta keep moving. Can't waste a ton of time staring at any one of these feeds. I'm not noticing anything at the moment. And it's either because we're very early into the shift, or it's that the anomalies are very, very subtle. Uh-oh. 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 Getting kind of worried here. I am getting kind of worried here. Clock? Still clocking? Have these moved? Let's try, just for the hell of it. No. Okay. Well, that's the object replacement we also saw at the end of our winning run. Looks like an action figure in a glass jar. Maybe. Unless it was an actual person shrunk to the size of an action figure, which I wouldn't put past this game. I would not put it past this game. This all seems correct. Uh-huh. I think we should just sort of accept right off the bat the reality that I am not going to, like, I'm not going to emerge victorious from this hard mode attempt. Like, let's not delude ourselves. I don't think there's any chance in hell I'll be able to pull this off. Hard mode on the first try. I don't think so. We're just taking a look. We're just taking a look at what the hard mode looks like. Can we notice anything weird about the hard mode? Anything? Actually kind of nerve-wracking that I'm not noticing. Uh-oh. Okay, that's multiple active anomalies now. What might those be? What might those be? This seems normal. Yep. Okay. Uh-oh. Clock running backwards. You devil. You devil. Does everything else look correct here? Yes, and that's what I'm worried about. Because there should be multiple anomalies active, and I've only found one. So that's not good. Wait, is it one of these an object replacement? Wasn't there like a pink towel up here or something? Oh, that was really sneaky. That was really subtle. I can't believe I caught that. Pat on the shoulder. You did well. Good job. Best agent. Hey. Hey. There's an object missing from here. I don't even know what it was. But there's something missing. What is it? It's like a... Oh, it's probably a clothes iron. Right. Makes sense. Makes sense. Here we go again. Door anomaly. That is so creepy. Ugh. I bet that hand belongs to the toilet person. The person who lives in my toilet sometimes comes out of the toilet and messes with my doors. This seems right. Uh-huh. Am I doing well? Maybe. Gonna say maybe. Wait, these have definitely moved around. The toasters, this should be next to the microwave. Okay. That was also a pretty subtle one. Uh-huh. This seems correct. Yup. Gonna say yup. I'm gonna give that a yup. This. Yup. What about this? Everything seems yup in here. Holy shit! What the f? What the f are you? Jesus Christ, get the f out of my house. Yeah, in hard mode, the anomalies will be more subtle. Jesus. Jesus Christ, whoever that is. I'm okay now. I'm okay. I have recovered. Okay, trying to sneak this tablecloth in here again. That's an extra object. Whew. Honestly, this is going pretty well. Like, my big worry was that I was gonna do like, yeah, let's try hard mode. It's gonna be crazy. And then there's like 3 incredibly subtle anomalies that I don't even notice. And it's the world's shortest and most anticlimactic run. I'm glad I've made it to almost 3 o'clock in hard mode. So I feel this has been a resounding success already, and I've done much better than I could have ever hoped for. This all seems fine. Uh-huh. Kind of worried now. Kind of worried that I am not picking up any anomalies now. This might be coming up. Entire tree missing. Entire tree missing. I'm so glad I memorized what the trees look like. That was a good move on my part. This looks correct. What about this? We've made it to 3 o'clock. Astonishing. Huh? Yup. Gonna say that's fine. One thing I haven't been paying attention to are the curtains. That is object replacement. Like, if the pattern on the curtains has changed or something like that. I have not been paying attention to that at all. All of this seems fine. And this is fine. Yes. What about this? Oh. Scared me. Oh no, it's not object manipulation. It's a straight. What is this? Error, critical system failure, running diagnostics. Too many false reports. Oh yeah, in hard mode. In hard mode, you get a time punishment if you make too many false reports. Basically, for a time you can't do anything because the system has to reboot. And in that time, you run the risk of new anomalies appearing and basically ending your run. Yeah, this wasn't object manipulation. This was a strange broadcast. It had a unique category. A unique anomaly category. Okay, gotta be more careful in hard mode. Can't just report things that you suspect may be a little bit wrong. And also you gotta be sure about the anomaly category that you are reporting. Reefed. Entryway reefed. We are approaching 4 o'clock. Wouldn't it be crazy? Wouldn't it be completely crazy if I just did this on hard mode? If I just managed to pull off a win in hard mode. I am still like 2 hours and 15 minutes away from doing that though. So let's not ring the victory bell just yet. Hold your horses. You're not quite there yet, so hold off on the celebrations. This seems correct. Uh-huh. Yep. Gonna say yep. Timothy's secret? No, no, no. That is wrong. Okay. I've been catching a bunch of pretty subtle ones. What if they only have the obvious ones left now? What if I actually win? What if I actually do this? It is 4 o'clock. Only 2 more hours left on the clock. Huh? This seems normal. I'm gonna say that's normal. What is that noise? We have an E in the yard. We have an E in the yard? Okay. That is a really creepy one. The EEE is a really creepy anomaly, actually. It's especially creepy because you start hearing it in the other camera feeds before you even arrive at the actual feed where it's happening. Is this correct? Looking at these, I'm gonna say yes, maybe. Huh? This seems correct. Everything seems to be in order. Okay. Oh no. Something has to be wrong. Something has to be wrong now. Well, that thing should not be lit. Easy. Give me more easy ones. Okay. This is correct. This is correct. Yup. Is this yup? I'm gonna say that's yup. What about this? This seems to be yup. That's yup. This is yup. Uh-oh. Oh no. Something has to be wrong. What is it? What is it? Wait, that tree has moved. It used to be much further back. That is also a really subtle one. Okay. Well, then that's an object manipulation. Listen, I know I'm correct. Oh no. Did I just report the same one again? God damn it. Listen, I know for a fact that tree is wrong. I don't know if it's an extra tree that has appeared in front of the tree that used to be farther in the back, or if this is an object movement, or has the tree simply grown? Oh no, that is an extra object. I can see the original tree back there. Dang it. It was an extra object. Extra object in yard. There was also a missing object in living room and a missing object in bedroom. Well, hey, that was still a pretty good crack at the hard mode. We are gonna leave it here. If you've made it to the end of this video, I want to say thank you so much. I hope you had a good time, and if you did, please consider giving me a little thumbs up, and I hope you'll come back next week when we check out the gas station. with that, be excellent, and I hope I'll see you around.